Many of us know Shia LaBeouf from different TV shows and movies, such as Even Stevens, Holes, the Transformers franchise, or many of his other great roles. But as much as we see him on television, how much do we really know about him? Well, here are top 10 facts about Shia LaBeouf. Fact number 10. LaBeouf was born on July 11, 1986 in Los Angeles, California, as an only child of Shayna and Jeffrey LaBeouf. His mother, Shayna, is of Polish and Russian Jewish descent. She was a ballet dancer in New York before moving to California to start a jewelry and fabric business. His father, Jeffrey, is a Vietnam War vet of Cajun French descent who had numerous jobs as a rodeo clown, a painter, and even working at a bar and comedy club, which launched his son's brief stand-up career, ultimately giving him the acting bug. Fact number 9. Shia did not have an easy childhood. He often described his parents as struggling artists who lived in poverty. His father struggled with an alcohol and heroin addiction, often taking his son to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings with him. At a young age, in order to make some extra money, Shia and his parents would dress up as clowns and sell hot dogs across the street of their apartment in Echo Park, Los Angeles. Fact number 8. He landed his first acting job alone. At the age of 11, Shia picked up a phone and called an agent out of the Yellow Pages. He started to rave about the phenomenal Shia LaBeouf, adding that he's big in England. The acting agent eventually figured he was lying, but still signed him regardless, and ended up paying for his rent and his headshots, landing in one of his first jobs for an Oreo commercial, before getting him his well-known role in Even Stevens. Fact number 7. Shia got his father some acting roles. His father would often hang around various sets that Shia was shooting at and try to sneak his way onto a job. Making friends with the crew and directors, he would point out roles that he could easily play and fill in. You can see him here as an extra in Season 1, Episode 14, standing in line to audition for Lewis's new band. Shia said his father would always try this. Here's a clip of him talking about it on the Honey Boy podcast.
I remember him coming to set all the time, and he'd be sitting in the lobby, Even Stevens, and every time we would do a table read, there'd always be some one-line or two-line character that my dad would vie for. And we're on a Disney Channel show,
so try
to get on the show.
No.
Yeah, my dad was always trying to get on the show. He would go up to the writer and he'd go, I could probably do this.
Fact number 6. Shia was accepted into Yale University. The Indiana Jones actor who was accepted into Yale in 2003, but decided not to go and instead deferred to star in Disturbia. Interestingly enough, his application to Yale was bolstered by a recommendation letter from Steven Spielberg. Shia previously admitted in 2007 that he would love to eventually go to university to study psychology in order to help him become a better actor. He said at the time, "When I get a chance, I'm going to go." But even Yale said, "You've got other opportunities and college doesn't make much sense right now." Fact number 5. Shia wrote Honey Boy in rehab. After his personal struggles and run-ins with the law, he was eventually put into a court-ordered rehab where he wrote one of his most recent films about his life with his dad during the beginning of his career. As part of his rehab, he was going through therapy sessions to help him identify the root of his struggles, which caused him to write about and contemplate his abusive relationship with his father. Notably, shown in Honey Boy was that during the taping of Even Stevens, Shia and his father slept in a motel for 3 years. Fact number 4. Shia had earplugs in his nose during the taping of Honey Boy. During his interview from Actors on Actors, he mentioned how he wanted to imitate his father's nasally voice as much as possible. In order to do so, he had to keep earplugs in his nose. Here's the clip from the interview.
Every time I would take the plugs out, it would be a reminder, so I'd just keep plugs in all day, which was also disgusting.
In your nose, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross.
The
airplane things.
Yeah. So I just, once I got past the first couple days, I was taking plugs out, putting them back in, taking them out, and that started fucking with me. And because every time the sound would start up again, I'd be like, "Oh, you're a clown." And so later into the shoot, we just kept them in, and I started losing myself a little bit.
Hey-o! I never could. Fucking congratulations. Good on you, honey boy.
Fact number 3. He tattooed his entire chest for a movie role. In the 2020 movie Tax Collector, where he plays a crime lord's tax collector named Creeper, in order to truly get into character, he decided to really get the tattoos of the movie character. LaBeouf's tattoo features his character's name, Creeper written across his lower abdomen in all capital letters. The director of Tax Collector said that Shia is one of the best actors that he's worked with. He's very dedicated to the roles. He had a tooth pulled on Fury, and then on Tax Collector he got his whole chest tattooed. So he kind of goes all in, and I've never met anyone that committed. Fact number 2. He spent 20 hours in a theater watching his own movies. In November of 2015, at the Angelica Film Center in New York, Shia embarked on a project titled All My Movies, where he watched all 29 of his films back to back in reverse chronological order. The whole event was live streamed and can be found online. He even took some time to take pictures and socialize with his fans. Fact number 1. Shia stayed in an art gallery for 6 days. LaBeouf's I Am Not Famous Anymore stunt was one of his most infamous performance art pieces. After receiving backlash for the bizarre stunt, he decided to follow it up with another project called I Am Sorry, where LaBeouf stood in an art gallery for 6 days wearing the bag and silently crying. LaBeouf claims that one of the female museum goers sexually assaulted him during the performance, though there are claims that others intervened before anything actually happened. Those are our top 10 facts about Shia LaBeouf. If you want to see more, please like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.